overcome this problem?
I worry for the region because I think having fabulous network connectivity is a marvelous economic accelerant, right? It's already been shown. And if you read Thomas Friedman's book, The World is Flat, a network is a world flattening thing. And if we're worried about losing jobs offshore, if we're worried about increasing the competitiveness of other markets, every day that we squander in squabbling over how to do this is a day lost. And I don't know what the right answer is, but I agree with the gentleman who said we need speed. And so what I would pray for is a fast resolution to the debate. It's high-speed regulation, yeah. I wanted to make a comment about, from Cisco, are you? Yeah, you talked about the variety of actual bandwidth provisions from various fiber architectures. It's my own view, and I could be wrong about this, that a lot of the regulators who are involved in this don't really understand that point. While they certainly have gotten acquainted with the alphabet soup of GPON and FTTX and that, I don't think, they think of it in terms of raw bandwidth. And in fact, if you look at one of the definitions somewhere, it was next generation access is broadband access that's capable, services that are capable of sustained bandwidth in excess of that available by current local infrastructure. That's about as uninspiring a call to action for the Anywhere Network as you can hear. And I think the problem is that there is a very broad lack of imagination about what very rich capacity will allow us to do. I think very few of us have the imagination to be able to anticipate what we'll actually do with bandwidth. When I started to sell fiber optic network equipment 20 years ago, I never would have dreamed we would be sending x-rays to India for doctors to read overnight. And I think models like Sweden, where they're providing non-discriminatory access to capacity, right now you have a large number of providers and they're fighting over costs. But I'm hoping that that gets us to the day sooner where we start innovating the services. I couldn't agree more about the potential for collaboration experiences that are part of the transformation we imagine. Yeah. What was this? This wasn't fun?
No, it's not. But, we've been talking about, Bernardo, the first things you say, you know, for an incumbent, it's not so easy to invest when you have only 50% of the market. You can imagine a company which has 5 or 10%. Okay, I leave it to you. Then you're talking about, you know, we are missing clear direction from Brussels to have incentive in investments, because Europe is lagging, is not investing efficiently. But look at the figures. I mean, what is very important when you look at the investments in Europe is not the overall figure, but how investments are done country by country, because you have a unified framework. So you would invest that if Europe is performing badly, you should find everybody performing badly. This is not true. Because if you look at the data of OECD, which is an independent, respectable organization, you will see there are huge differences in investment in ICT in Europe. And accidentally, the country which is investing more per capita is UK. So, which means that UK is performing very well, otherwise company will not invest so much. And then you have the northern countries. Those are data of OECD. The countries which are performing very bad are Germany, Poland, Greece, and so on. So this means that in order to incentivize investment, the key is not to have direction from Brussels saying you must invest more. You must give the power, the resources to regulator to better implement the framework, because the reality is that you have some countries which with the Brussels rules are performing very well, And there are some countries which, with the same rules, are performing very bad. So this is the key. We don't need the parliament to give incentive. We need the regulator to have more power and to apply in a very efficient way the current rules.
Thank you.